Hello, Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today for a cherry on top, and I am sharing with you this layout created with the May a Cherry on Top or cherry box. So the cherry box is a subscription box, and you can get one-offs if you don't want to subscribe. But I have this month's box, and it is composed of K&Company's Antique Garden Collection. You have a ton of pattern papers and a million, like all of the embellishments ever, and they are the best. So the B-sides of these papers, I did an unboxing, so you can go ahead and check that unboxing. But the B-sides are pretty much tone on tone. And then you have some great elements for fussy cutting or other big patterns, as well as the embellishments. So I have used the tone-on-tone green B-side, as well as the tone-on-tone sort of that more orangey color with digital cut files. And then I backed that Love You More with white, just because I wanted it to be more visible when it was being used as an embellishment and not going directly down onto white cardstock. So my original plan had been to create a wreath and then have those two fussy cut florals as my focal point embellishment that sort of decorated the wreath per se. And then I wanted to have a bunch of the butterflies scattered around, as well as some flowers around the wreath. And I'm going to do that, but in retrospect, so you can see how you're losing a lot of the bottom of the greenery cut file. And then it gets covered up even more by some of the further embellishments that I'm going to add. So I will rearrange that cut file. I will literally pull a cut file apart, but I don't realize this until after the fact when I've put things down. I am going to apologize now that when I use this large ATG gun, you can see how it jumps. The camera kind of jumps a little bit. So I work on a really solid, it's a butcher block work surface from IKEA. But what happens is I think it makes the tripod shake. And so that's what's going on there. So again, I apologize. I'm sorry if it makes you seasick. It is by no means intentional. So I am going to pop up the second flower because that's what I do, right? You know me, you know that I like to add dimension to things. I just don't like them to be sky high off the page. And again, just creates a little bit of shadow and gives them overlap there. And then this Love You More is actually the subtitle to the page. You don't see me putting the title itself on. So the maple thickers, they are really tall, white, sort of puffy stickers, come with the kit, the subscription kit, the box. And I'm going to put Easter, and it's literally tone on tone at that bottom left hand corner there. And that is going to be the title because this is our family Easter picture. And I just liked the Love You More. But I try and have something that is relevant to if it's an occasion like this is, that calls that out. So you can see I've used a flower that is from the ephemera pack. And then I believe that, yes, that is from the ephemera pack. And this is where I am rearranging my digital cut file here. So really I am not using whole sheets per se of the pattern paper from the box. I have cut it all up, as you can see, using the digital cut files and then cutting out those flowers there. So there are the florals, the green, and that orange are pieces of pattern paper. And then the journal spot that says take note, that is from the ephemera pack, the flowers from the ephemera pack. And then the rest of the embellishments that are going to go on the page are actually from the various embellishments that come with the kit there. So I am trying to use the florals because you can see I've got those large florals. And then I also have that butterfly that's at the top right of the journaling tag there. But the kit comes with some really cool fabric butterflies. And so I want to be able to integrate, they look different. So that butterfly that's there is sort of more, it's more watercolored, and then the fabric butterflies are more of that Norwegian sort of it's a different look. And so I need to somehow incorporate the different looks of the florals and the different looks of the butterflies and tie them in together, because they each has a different look. So you can see that's one of the fabric butterflies there. And so how I get around this is I sprinkle them throughout the page, and there are 3 of the fabric butterflies. And then there's actually only 1 of the watercolored butterflies, but it ties in with the watercolored florals that I use as embellishments throughout the page. And so you have the visual triangle of the butterflies, but really the page is just kind of full. And so you know where to look because of the bigness of those florals in the top left hand side there. I am also going to off camera. I felt like the top right hand side, especially once I put Easter, you'll see as the title that the top right hand side of the layout felt like it needed a little bit of something for balance. And so I will find a green paperclip, arrow paperclip. Again, you'll see this in the close-ups, and just a subtle pink label. And then I used one of the stickers from the sticker book from K&Company, as well as just a piece of greenery that's in my dump bucket, as I call it. Things that I think I'm going to use and I don't use, I put into my dump bucket. So I pulled a bunch of goodies from there, and that created a really nice balance. So the sticker book has, again, there's so much possibility here in this kit. I created 1 layout, and I've probably got enough here that I could probably create, I'm going to go with maybe 4 or 5 more layouts, if not more than that, truly. And still have plenty of leftover. I really love the gold foiling in this. There's a really cool piece that has frames that I want to fussy cut. I just, I need more hours in a day. I think we all say that. So I'm using some of the stickers here. The one that I've put down underneath Take Notes says Better Together. This one here is just a label, and it's got a really subtle hint of gold foil to it, and I will write the date on that. And then just a few little other critters. I've got some dragonflies, a bee, and another butterfly that I will sprinkle into the page to just add teeny little details. Sometimes it's just those little details that you kind of look for that draw you in, especially when you do have so much on the page like I have here. So that is pretty much going to wrap up the page, my friends. I will link you to the subscription box down below where you can subscribe to and or find one-offs. Enjoy the close-ups. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you are doing well. Come back again soon. Take care.